Hey guys, it's Gale here, back again with me. Today we have Trocho, and we're on the 5 9 channel to talk about everything you need to know about the 1.2 update. And of course, we have the times. Of course, it's releasing at 10 p.m. EST on the 22nd of December, of course, and the maintenance lasts for 5 hours. So the maintenance starts at 5 p.m. EST, goes all the way till 10 p.m. EST. So, without further ado, let's get right into the big topics to discuss, and that is all the stuff involved in the update. First and foremost, we have the new area Dragonspine, the biggest talking point. Dragonspine is represented by a small section in between Mondstadt and Liu, but don't let its map size deceive thee. It is a lot more intricate and vertically designed rather than being expansive horizontally like Mondstadt and Liu are. With many hidden items and secrets to be uncovered, this will not be one easy experience to uncover, as people will have to deal with a new threat in the form of not a monster, but the Sub-Zero climate. The Sub-Zero climate is a new mechanic introduced to the game where environments will be a new threat to the player. As the longer one stays in the cold, they will be rising up a meter that is known as the sheer cold. Once the sheer cold reaches the max limit, the player will start to lose HP, and the meter can be reduced by standing near new objects in the form of rune braziers and warming sealies, as well as torches that can be lit using a pyro character. Along with these items, new food items such as the goulash and the warming potion help reduce the rate at which the sheer cold meter increases. However, there are also certain areas within Dragonspine itself that increase the rate at which the sheer cold meter increases, so be wary of the threats that are involved in this domain. This gives a desired I would say more so a added dimension to the already amazing exploration experience Genshin provides. With the addition of a new area, one must wonder if this is a completely fresh area with the new Statue of the Seven to unlock. However, that does not seem to be the case, as the new area is home to what is known as the Frost-bearing tree. This is an object that has been hidden and covered by ice and snow and has sprouted scarlet sprouts anew. And if we offer Crimson Agares objects extremely similar to oculi and that are scattered over Dragonspine, travelers will receive rewards such as a Quaint Fate, Intertwined Fate, Wing Gliders, or a Wing Glider, I should say, Weapon Blueprint, and a Gadget Blueprint. Finally, two much needed sets in the form of the Blizzard Strayer and the Cryo set and the Heart of Depth, the Hydra set, will finally make their appearance in the domain that is at the peak of Dragonspine. So this is going to be some very, very exciting things coming to this new area and a lot of things to uncover.
Version 1.2 will also be bringing two new 5-star characters along with it, Albedo and Ganyu. Albedo is a Geosword user. For a full breakdown, check out this video on him in the top right hand corner. Ganyu is a new cryo bow user with an elemental skill similar to Amber and Zhongling, having a new object on the field dealing continuous AoE cryo damage and taunting enemies. She should be releasing roughly 3 weeks after Albedo.
Let's move on to the equipment now, shall we? The equipments are quite interesting here. We have a new weapon available in the form of the Summit Shaper, a 5-star sword that is extremely similar to those Geo weapons that we have obtained so far in the 1.1 update. Of course, via the weapon event, or weapon wish event, I should say, where the weapons are the rate up items in it, of course, and similar to those, this weapon will have a very similar design to them as well, and also have its own weapon rate up banner, of course. The second weapon to uncover in this version update is the Festering Desire, a 4-star sword available through the Chalk Prince and Dragon event, and a sword that can also be max refined through said event. The sword will be extremely easy to obtain, as it seems it has some added effects as well. In that it reduces the sheer cold, as well as increasing damage dealt to enemies through the course of the event, and this will be only applied if you have it equipped on this character you use. Finally, to round up all the 4-star weapons coming in as well, we have the Snow Tombed Star Silver, a 4-star Claymore, and the Dragon Spine Spear, a 4-star polearm that can be obtained through various world quests. And you can obtain their blueprints, allowing you to craft these weapons and adding them to the roster of craftable weapons that already exist. And similarly, if you level up the Frostbearing Tree to level 10, you get another 4-star weapon blueprint in the form of the Frostbearer, a 4-star Catalyst. All three weapons have very similar skills in that they generate an icicle, a 60% chance to do drop an icicle on top of enemies that deal cryo AoE damage, and have a 200% attack damage bonus for enemies affected by cryo. So it is obviously the base level that's at Refine 1, and it increases as you go on. To include with the weapons and mentioned previously in the area details, we can now finally obtain the much wanted Cryo and Hydro sets in the form of the Blizzard Strayer and Heart of Depth. However, these artifacts aren't similar to the Pyro damage and Electro damage sets, that is to say, the Witch set as well as the Thundering Fury set. It isn't exactly similar to that. They have a very different skill set at 4-piece effect. Their 2-piece set effect is exactly the same as any other elemental damage set. However, their 4-piece effect is quite different. So be wary of what you're trying to build with these new sets coming in.
Version 1.2 will be releasing another event similar to the Crucible and Reconciled Stars event. However, this event will not be using resin. This new event will be giving a copy of Festering Desire, one of the new 4-star swords, a very powerful sword to obtain for free. Complete various quests in Snowspine to obtain essences to trade for items in an event shop. Version 1.2 will be having a comeback login event. Players who have not logged in for 14 days or in adventure rank 10 or above will be eligible for the rewards. This event will have daily login rewards and a mission to obtain a copy of Prototype Rancor. The daily login rewards will consist of Primogems, Fragile Resin, and other rewards such as character and weapon EXP, so make sure to log in every single day. Returning players will also be able to get a double drop bonus 3 times a day in domains and leyline. So if you're wanting to come back to the game, now would be a great opportunity.
Next up, we have new quests being added to the game. Of course, what can we do without new quests? Of course, like the experiences we've had in the previous update as well, we have 2 new character stories coming to the game. If we scroll all the way down to the new quests, of course, we have Albedo's story event and Ganyu's story event coming to the game. I do wonder if they will have a much more somber tone, of there's going to be much more story, a much more morose tone to it, or if you're going to have a happy-go-lucky style vibe that we had with, say, Klee's event. It's going to be very interesting, and I'm looking very much forward to it. Adding to the already many world quests to uncover, we have new world quests available in Dragonspine, but there's also a very curious one in the form of the Return of the Jade Chamber. This is going to be an interesting one, because I wonder if we will be able to access the Jade Chamber again with the new update, because that will be cool, considering, spoiler alert, it had a tragic demise, into the water, at the end of the last story arc, or the last Archon quest. So it's going to be interesting to see if we'll be able to access it again. Furthermore, we have new commission quests being added to Dragonspine, which will be an amazing addition to the variety already that we have, and it allows people to get a bit more of that variety, as I said, to their daily missions. Otherwise, they're doing the same commissions again and again, and I'm looking forward to seeing more commissions being added as regions are being added.
Version 1.2 will also be bringing new region-specific enemies and materials. Majority of them are just palette swaps of existing enemies we already have in the game with some new mechanics. Cryo Semichurl, Ice Shield Hilichurl Guard, Cryo Hilichurl Grenadier, Ice Shield Wall Mitichurl, Frost Arm Larichurl, Cryo Sinin Mage, Cryo Sinin, and Ruin Greater. New recipes and food items will also be scattered throughout Snowspine as well, so be on the lookout. New additions have been added to floor 9 through 12 of Abyss. On floor 9 and 10, characters will be affected by the Sheer Cold mechanic. Floor 9 will have a Brazier to reduce the Sheer Cold, but watch out as enemies will attack it. Floor 10 will have a Warming Sealy to reduce the Sheer Cold effect for nearby characters. Floor 11 will have an effect called Engulfing Storm that will drain elemental energy until the inflicted Electro is removed. All party members will deal increased crowd damage as well. Floor 12 will just increase geo damage for all party members. Version 1.2 will also be adding many new quality of life changes. Private chats with friends, the ability to edit friends' names, a new gadget called Camera with a K to allow for snapshots, photo mode height adjustments, travelogue to the archive showing stories of completed quests, new character portraits and trackable map pins, a repeat domain option, free acquaint vein every time a character ascends to level 20, 50, and 70, a new elemental tutorial stage that will award weapon and character EXP materials, new skip functions to battle pass animations, and auto story dialogue progression, new controller vibration option, and new weapon details shown in the wish screen for 4 and 5 star weapons with rate ups, and finally a new battle pass mission to beat the Golden House challenge.
Next up, we have some adjustments and optimization to the game. So some much needed optimizations are coming to the game, things that people have been requesting for quite some time. First off is a very simple addition slash change where the purchase with Primogem tab has been moved to the last tab. I do wonder if this was a heavily demanded adjustment or whether this was just for convenience sake. It doesn't seem like it's a very important one, shall we say. The next two adjustments, however, I can assure everyone were absolutely needed and will be absolutely adored by the fans. I'd say personally. New domain now, or well, I said new domains. Well, new domains will also apply here, but now domains and ley lines will no longer drop rewards on the floor, and therefore they will be added directly to your inventory. So no more running around trying to scavenge the loot and try and get them before you have to leave the domain or something along those lines. The next optimization comes in the form of co-op, where the host can kick or I should say the host can already kick a player and or you have to leave on purpose. But now if the host doesn't want to have a co-op party going on anymore, he can just disband the entire party rather than individually kicking a player or telling players to leave. So this is great. This is a great adjustment. And now as well, if the guest or the host wants to leave the co-op party in the domain, they can do so without affecting any other player's progress. Also, finally, to round up everything, we do have some slight changes to the sort of descriptions as well to the characters themselves. And while this has been in the plans for very long, it doesn't really make a big difference to the characters. It's just text changes to help players understand the game a bit better and the characters a bit better. With that being said, this is all you're going to need to know for 1.2's update. We hope to see you soon exploring the region of Teviat alongside Trocho and I. Hopefully you guys leave a like and subscribe for more content such as this one, as well as checking out all our socials. Once again, we appreciate you all for watching. Let us know down in the comments below what you guys are most excited for. And thank you so much for watching once again. Peace out.